Hello, and this is God's Own Medicine, or Medic Maniac, my YouTube name. And what I want to talk about today is the title of this, which I've called Forza 6 9 out of 10. And that's because I bought Forza 6 with a Forza 6 Limited Edition Xbox One off the back of a glowing review and a 9 out of 10 score. I used to play Forza Motorsport on the old Xbox. That's where I started playing it. Previous to that, I played Project Gotham, which I love, and I'm trying to get Microsoft to do a new Project Gotham or sell the franchise. So I started playing Forza Motorsport on the old Xbox. I moved to Xbox 360 after that, and I have Forza Motorsport 2. I got online at the back end of Forza Motorsport 2, and I was online through Forza Motorsport 3, which I bought all of them at launch. I do like my racing games, as you might have gathered. And I played Forza Motorsport 4 on the Xbox 360 as well. I paint, I tune, I can hot lap, I can race. There are replays of some of my races on my Xbox 360 Forza Motorsport profiles. My paints are still available. I left Xbox when Microsoft came out with the Xbox One, and they presented it, and they came out with all their rubbish about, how you would share games, a really complicated thing that Sony took the piss out of, remember. And I with all the crap that Microsoft threw with the Xbox One and the television, funnily enough, I have a television to watch television if I so wish. I don't need to spend an additional so many hundred on what's supposed to be a games console. So anyway, the story went that Microsoft changed their policies and everything else, and I'd had enough at that point, and I moved to PlayStation 4. And I wanted a driving game, and Driveclub was it. I was sort of interested in Driveclub. I didn't know much about Evolution Studios at the time because I'd gamed on 360, and I was in love with Project Gotham Racing, as I still am today. However, I love Driveclub now. It was broken at launch, and I'm going to put the review in, a link to the review, and through updates it became what it is today, and it's celebrating its second birthday. And I love Driveclub. I think it's a great game, absolutely great game, and a true, jewel in the crown of exclusives for PlayStation 4. But I read a review of Forza 6. I was always going to miss the ability to paint and tune. I tried Project Cars, which was rubbish, complete rubbish, and I got rid of that. I read the review of Forza 6, and the review said, it was brilliant and everything else, and wonderful and blah blah. And I thought, okay, do you know what? I'm going to give this a try. And I went out and I bought a limited edition Xbox One. The Forza 6 Limited Edition Xbox One, where you get a download code of the game, not the physical disc. I rejected the Call of Duties and everything else that came along with the console and just gave them back to the shopkeeper. I don't care for Call of Duty. I'm not into that. It's crap. But I wanted to paint. I wanted to tune. I wanted to play Forza. But it's broken. It was broken at launch. There were issues with the single player campaign. The AI was far too hard, and it was broken. And I'm going to put a link for a video to that. There were other issues with it, and it had lots of updates and patches. At last I checked, I've let my Xbox Live Gold expire now. That's been expired for a few days. But last I checked on the console, which really wasn't long before that, glitch tunes can still be downloaded, and the leaderboard has not been wiped. I have since found out there are additional problems with hot lapping and leaderboard positions because chunks of the track can be cut and no penalty incurred, and I'm going to put a link to that video. I'm going to put a link to the glitch cars thing from the official Forza Motorsport forums, of which I am a member, and I have been a member for quite some time, so I have read a few bits and bobs. I don't go on there now a lot at all. There are varying issues with varying people, and really the whole Xbox One issue at the time on the old Forza Motorsport forums resulted in me getting a 1-week ban because I disagreed strongly with somebody on there, because they said, oh, let's not turn it into a console war contest, but leaving something in a thread, you know, dissing the PlayStation 4. So I just pointed that out. I get a ban. I pointed it out again. You know, I think, no, my comment got erased. I pointed it out again. It got erased again. I pointed it out again. Not backing down. You know, if you don't want it to be a console war, don't have it as a console war. It's very simple. But Forza 6 is broken, and I've spent over 400 quid on that console and Xbox Live Gold and the DLC and stuff, and it's broken. And it got 9 out of 10. And I put the review. I'm going to put links to all this in the comments, because as a customer I read a review, and they should be by professionals who know what they're talking about, and they're not. 9 out of 10 seems to be an advert. I'm going to say it. The review site in question seems to be in bed with Microsoft, in my opinion, and I would like to ask Metro if it is indeed in bed with Microsoft. So there you go. Did they get, and I'm asking this as a legitimate question, did Metro get any incentives to give Forza 6 9 out of 10? I'm going to put the Driveclub review in. The Driveclub review stated that the game was broken. Nowhere in the Forza 6 review does it say it's broken. Yet you can check out the links. If you have the game, you can check out the game. I'm not backing down on this one. My gamer tag is God's Own Medicine. I'm 6 foot tall and I'm right here. So, Phil Spencer. I've tweeted Phil Spencer about Forza 6 being broken. I'm asking, who owns review sites? I want to stand up for myself as a customer, and I want to stand up for games players. Forza 6 is broken. Broken. And it was broken at launch. Forza 6. 9 out of 10? Really? Come on my channel and explain why. Medic Maniac, God's Own Medicine, over and out.